Well, hello again from Newcastle United's training ground. I've just left Eddie Howe's press conference there behind me ahead of the home game against Fulham on Sunday. And as you can imagine, it was a press briefing that was dominated by talk of Joelinton. Of course, he was arrested in the early hours of Thursday morning, subsequently charged with drink driving, and will appear in court later this month. And Eddie has spoken at length about the situation. If you click on the link below, it'll take you through to the Daily Mail Online story detailing what Eddie says. And I think the top line to come out of it really was that Eddie has been left with a decision as to whether to play Joelinton on Sunday. He said he's not sure yet. He will consider a lot of factors before making his mind up, including speaking to the player himself. He has already done that. He has stressed that Joelinton is, quote, very remorseful and very upset about the situation. Now, we should stress that there is a court date later this month, so we can't really say too much. But yeah, nonetheless, the top line to come out with that press conference from our perspective was that Joelinton could be removed from the team for Sunday's game. Eddie was also asked, interestingly, have the Saudi Arabian owners had a say or interfered or intervened in this situation, given, alcohol is banned in the country of the majority owners. Eddie said the discussions had taken place, but any decision would be left to him. So, we've just spoken amongst ourselves afterwards there in the press room as to whether Joelinton should play on Sunday. Now, again, we can't say too much. I think he perhaps shouldn't play, but Eddie did say that. It is his job to pick the best possible team to win a football match. So we'll see on that situation. As I said, there's a lot of factors go into that. But click on the link below, and it will give you Eddie's quotes in full and more information around that. Take you through to the Mail Online site. So yeah, away from Joelinton. I know you guys probably click on these videos. It is January after all, wanting to know what the latest is in terms of transfers. Well, Eddie just said what I think I reported earlier in the week. The word very much coming back from the club right now is that it's a watching brief. There is nothing imminent. There is nothing actively being pursued. So I think that will remain the case until later in the month, when they assess where they're at in terms of injuries, in terms of form, in terms of fitness. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go into the loan market. Now, that would be more difficult from a domestic perspective, because the players who are perhaps good enough to come to Newcastle now probably play for teams in the top 6, top 7. And why are they going to help out a team who are flying, such as Newcastle? So yeah, probably one to watch on that front. Fitness wise, going into Sunday, Alexander Isak was talked about again, and Eddie was very positive, said that there's been no reoccurrence, no ill effects, and he is building up his fitness. And he came on Tuesday night for Callum Wilson. Now, will we see them in the same team? I don't think so anytime soon. We've spoken about this with Eddie before, and it perhaps didn't get the coverage at the time because there's other things going on. But Eddie said that he doesn't really see Callum Wilson and Alexander Isak starting together. Really, it will be the system, the formation they play at the moment. It will be one or the other. Bear in mind, Wilson is a central striker, and Alexander Isak sees himself as very much that as well. So I fully expect to see probably the same team that started the League Cup game on Tuesday night against Fulham on Sunday. The only the only position being up in question is of course Joelinton, and what Eddie Howe does there. And it's interesting to see as well the reaction among supporters as to whether Joelinton should be involved is very much split as well. It is a fairly serious situation, and can be a motive with a lot of people, and I understand that. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, just a quick little update from the press conference, guys. Stay logged on. Keep on clicking. Here's a little bit of value-added content for you. The one and only Simon Bird leaving the press conference over my shoulder there. But yeah, take care, guys. Again, click on that link, and I'll see you after the game on Sunday. Bye bye.